Welcome to the Port Charles Update with your hosts, Mish and Mel.
Hello.
I like your radio voice.
Gosh, guys. So you know that Mel is in Italy. She's probably on her way back home right now.
The mother country.
He's Italian.
I'm Italian.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Johnny. I reference him on occasion, and sometimes I steal his ideas and I don't reference him. I don't. So this is not happening. As we said last week, this is officially whatever happens in this conversation. It's just we're not going to promote this. we did no. I'm not putting like new podcast. I'm not saying new podcast out. No, I'm like literally not going to say anything.
But episode.
Exactly. It's a secret.
Secret episode.
It's a secret. Huh. No. Okay. So
when we used to work together when we first met, and
Stop.
that was a secret.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So
is it like that?
Okay, guys, we're gonna try to talk about General Hospital. And to be honest, I don't know what to do because I'm not doing it with Mel. Usually I start somewhere, so I don't know. Like Mel said, I could just like ask you questions. That's what she suggested. So big things happen this week, and you backseat watch
all the
beside
time.
me.
And you tell me all the time, when you watch General Hospital with me, I have one rule: be quiet.
Yes, and do you respect the rule?
Never.
Okay.
On occasion.
It's a problem. Okay. So what did you think about this week? Obviously, Drew is the main thing. Can you do it? What do you think?
You used to say it all the time, and obviously you talk about this with me on a daily basis.
I know, it's weird.
You said there was going to be this whole whodunit.
Yes.
Whodunit, and that came to fruition. And and the way he's been acting, he deserved two shots in the back.
Yeah. What did you think about what happened right before the 2 shots in the back? Because he did come home, go in the safe, and is holding the ring that Michael gave to Willow. Do you think that's a smooth move to be like, I want to get back with my nephew's wife. I want to make her my wife, and I'm going to propose to her with the same ring he did.
Yeah, I think it's lazy. He's obviously obsessed with the core domain name and having a piece of this property. And now it's kind of like, I'm going to one-up Michael and present this ring that he gave to Willow and give it back to her. It's kind of cheap and cheesy in a way.
But what confuses me, right, is that so far in this episode, is it not understood that they're back together?
And she's
sort of, right?
Going back into this brainwashed world of hers where even though a part of her mind is like, I'm doing this for my kids, she's acting like, okay, we're back in this fantasy land of mine.
Well, up until that point, like right when he takes out that ring, I'm pretty sure he already has this weird exchange with Chase that she's just like, like when Lucas interrupted weeks ago, she's like, don't speak for me after like so much silence. Then Chase comes in and she says nothing. She allows him to speak for her and she doesn't speak. Speak for herself. I have a story to post about that. Actually made it funny. The chirping.
Right.
The chirping.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll post that on the weekend. That's what I'll post on the weekend. Not about this podcast, but I'm gonna post that story about our podcast in general.
Yes.
Okay. So they're together, right? Even though I felt like it was suspicious, like I couldn't tell if it was genuine, like during that fight between Chase and Drew. But then at the end of the week today, she kind of tells Alexis whether or not Drew and I are together. And I was like, do you not know? Anyways.
Yeah. She's confused herself.
I don't know what she's trying to communicate. He gets shot, okay? We see a shadow. Who do you think it is based on the shadow?
I initially thought it was her because it looked like her hair was tied and just her bangs were kind of coming down.
Well, it was short hair is what we saw. Or like we couldn't see much.
Yeah, no. But I thought it was a woman. I thought it was Willow, but then you pointed out Michael's hair. And
it was wet. That freaked me out when he walked in and his hair was wet.
Yeah, but also that the silhouette of the hair that you see can also kind of come across as Michael's. But I still think it was a woman. I still think maybe Willow had some sort of a psychotic episode went into, I have to shoot this guy because he took away my kids from me.
I don't know, because it could be that when she spoke to Chase, he snapped her out of it for a split second.
Mhm.
And she's like, let me just go take care of business.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
Maybe.
theory.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if she thinks that maybe because she did it after she walks out of work after she hears about the judge. So maybe she thinks, oops, did I make a mistake? And did he hurt the judge? But I feel like she would
Yeah.
like that. I think you're right. If she shot him, it would have to be some kind of psychotic break because her rationale would not make sense unless she's
No,
pretending to forgive
no.
him.
I mean, the judge dying, like, can't remember who said it. Oh, sorry, Diane, that everything could get thrown out because the judge
Yeah.
is no longer there, and someone would probably leak this whole payoff thing situation. And so everything can get kind of overturned, or that there wouldn't really be any more judgment rendered.
Yeah.
They would have to go back to trial again.
Either it could be her. I know I freaked out when I saw both their wet hair, Willow and Michael. We also know that like Curtis and Alexis had a heated debate, but the thing is, we already know Alexis is too busy with a crime already.
Yeah.
And that's what's even funnier is that her alibi is another crime,
Yeah.
which I absolutely love.
That's amazing.
Curtis, okay, that's the thing. Okay, this is, I mean, I have feelings about Curtis. You know this.
Yes.
You know
Yeah.
this. And so when Stella goes to see Trina, and she's like, I'm worried. I think I know who did this.
Yeah.
I was just like, he's not that cool.
He's
Like
not
him
that-
and Portia are not that like take
Yeah.
like they might be take action, but definitely never the right action or
Yeah.
a cool action or an impactful action. So immediately I was like, Stella, you don't have to worry.
Yeah, I don't think he has it in him to perform such an action. I think too scared to do something like that.
No. Unless it's about being like a crappy husband, that he's pretty solid about. But murder, I feel like he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think it's any of them. And then Nina and Portia, because they were at the bar and they show them.
Could be Nina. I mean, I wouldn't put it past her. They clearly don't have an alibi. And I mean, you could even, make a case for her trying to give Willow an alibi is really her trying to give herself an alibi.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
Willow thought, but I feel like Nina was trying to save her, but she did. She gave herself an alibi. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that was intentional.
Yeah.
But I do think Portia has an alibi.
Oh, yeah, she's banging the other doctor. Sorry, can we not say that?
They
were cuddling in bed without clothes.
They were having a time.
They were
They're having a time.
They were having a good time.
Oh my gosh, she's moved on.
Quicker than Curtis.
Is it? He was never in it.
He was never
He was
in it.
never in it. I'm sorry. I know it's weird, but she deserves Isaiah at this point.
Yeah, I gotta conserve this relationship for our adult daughter.
Obviously not reason enough
I have
for you.
to be in her life, my adult daughter. Make sure I'm married to her mom so I can continue to be in her life. Yeah.
It's like he literally
She's an adult.
he never hangs out with Trina with Portia.
I said adult way too much. Adult? Yeah, let's go with adult.
That's better.
It's better.
That's for sure better. Okay, so again, you know how I feel about Curtis. I think go Portia because she's calling him on stuff that
Yeah.
he's not admitting. He literally, so it's official because she keeps saying it's over.
Yes.
And then we heard for the first time where he's like, it's over. But because we watch, we know that it's over because he had every opportunity to have a conversation, to
Mhm.
try. And he just decided, I'm going to end my marriage just by like walking out this office. And this way I can kind
Yeah.
of blame her for this bizarre ultimatum.
And also, she upgraded her bed.
It was a hotel bed.
Hotel.
It wasn't. It
Yeah.
wasn't a bed.
Upgrade.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What do you think about the fact that he called Jordan
I
and
mean,
said words to her?
it's weird. He obviously never quite got over her, but he also at the same time never really fought for her, right?
No, he opened
You
a
know?
bar.
Yeah.
He opened a bar when he got mad at her. He didn't like talk to her at all. And Portia pounced. And I could not believe that he was saying, they were at that question where he said, I don't know what would have happened if Portia didn't like pursue me.
Yeah. It was a weird thing to say.
He's just
Yeah.
allergic to like accountability. And
Yeah,
then saying,
yeah.
well, I just realized that we're the same. It never occurred to you when you were married? Like, it just
Like
never occurred?
no willpower or no thoughts of your own? What's going on here?
I just can't with that. I just can't. What should Jordan do though, right? Because she has
Hmm.
feelings, and you know that Jordan is my favorite superhero.
I mean, I think she's still in this world where she'd be too busy to even entertain Curtis, you know? He'll probably be her friend with benefits for a little bit when
I
she
like
needs
that.
some downtime, you know?
I
But
really
I
like
don't think
that.
she's gonna pursue anything serious when she's all up in this world with Sidwell, you know?
But she's also, like, logical.
Yeah.
And I think that
Yeah.
even though she has this connection to Curtis, I feel like if there's space, if there's no Portia, don't you think there's room for even Jordan to kinda, like, be mad at him? Like,
Yeah.
now that there's no, like, "Oh, fantasy, we have to be friends, we can only be friends." Like, now that that's gone, and he's, like, available in air quotes, because I don't know how, like, available Curtis truly is to be with anyone. Do you think there's a part of her that'll just kinda just be mad?
Yeah, I think so. Because this isn't even his decision per se. It's not like he decided to, "Okay, I'm done with
Oh.
Portia. I want Jordan." No, Portia's like, "We're over. Okay, now
Mhm.
I'm gonna go back to Jordan." No, like, what? No girl wants to be second best or second place to a man. You know, it's a kind of a shitty feeling.
You
That's
can't say
why.
shitty. But
Sorry,
no one's gonna listen, so I guess it's fine.
no one's gonna
Uh-oh,
listen.
Mel's gone and we're swearing. We're not supposed to. You
Yeah.
tell me we're not
Yeah.
supposed to.
Yeah, it's a bad word situation. I
Are we
don't
gonna
think
have to be explicit this week? Are you gonna have to change our rating?
no, it's not gonna be explicit. No,
Okay.
no, no. We won't
I'm
do that.
leaving that in.
I'll tone it down.
I'm gonna leave that in. Okay.
Poopy? Can we say poopy?
Yeah, I say stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay, can we just complain about Lulu for a little bit?
I think the podcast would be better if it was Lulu-less. No?
What is happening? So so Martin calls her and he wants her to do a story.
Yeah.
And apparently she has principles all of a sudden. She says, "I can't do the story." Something about like because of your anonymity, we're putting we're making ourselves like liable to a suit,
Yeah.
right? Because we don't have like a source. But I thought sources could be anonymous.
Yeah, but I feel like with the information that Martin is giving, who, by the way, kind of makes him look like the smartest dummy out there, with the information you're giving can easily come back to you, right? It's very
Yes,
specific information. So you would be putting your whole legal career at
he said
risk.
it. He
You would
said
be putting yourself out there for prosecution and all that.
he said as much. Like, let's remember, he
Yeah.
broke client privilege when he confessed to Michael that Nina did in fact turn like his mom in. Yeah, turn Carly in.
Right, right.
And he did say that he would be willing to lose his job over this, all for Stella.
Yes.
Okay. So there's that. So she's not willing to do it because I think her reason was because he wanted to remain anonymous.
Yeah. It's pretty risky, Martin. Paying
Okay,
your 3 wives now.
but then he'll be with
Is it
Tracy
3?
soon enough.
How many is he
I don't
with?
know. I think you got it. I think it's 3. But then he says it's about what is it? I forget the
Oil?
no, he has like a nickname for Drew.
Oh, I can't remember on the tip of my tongue.
Oh my god, it's like I'm talking to Mel. It's okay. So when he gives more juicy details, then she's like, "I'm listening." And I'm just
Yeah.
like, "But how does that change anything? You said no for a reason and he's not changing his mind on that. You just like the topic or whatever secrets he's willing to tell you." And what I thought was funny was that he's like, "I have a story for you." Like, he's giving her nuggets, right? And then he looks at you, he's like, "Can't you dig?" And I'm laughing. Like, you're an investigative journalist. And you're like,
Yeah.
"No, I need more. You have to hand it to me." I'm just like, unless it's about Brooklyn, I don't think that she's willing to do any digging.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. I think her storyline is over. They're just
Oh my gosh.
trying to find something for her. I don't know. I feel like
But
you
what
can
do
take
you
a few weeks off and we'll miss you.
I was disappointed when I saw it. I was like, "Oh my gosh, yes, you," like when I saw her with Martin. But what do you think though? Because now it's like there's a story. There's a story worth reporting, and it's fun, right? It's a whodunit. There's so many
Yeah.
people, even the way
Yeah.
they had Anna kind of narrate. She was on the phone summarizing the case, but I loved it. It was like a little classic whodunit running through all the motives of all the people. Even Portia, Nina's super coded conversation of like, I know murder, you know murder. We have random alibis that are implausible, but great. And
Yeah.
so like all of that stuff is so fun. But now we have kind of Lulu who is taking on Martin's story, which turns into like a whole Drew thing. But don't you think it's weird? Like you're asking Carly for favors to like kick Obrecht out of your hotel.
Mhm.
You're wanting, you know, she wants to feel family loyalty. She wants people to really fully be on her side, maybe to feel like she's back at home and she has a place.
Yeah.
But now you're going to take on this role of investigative journalism and run up to Michael, okay? Someone that got sent to jail because of Dante's ideas of right and wrong that she backed, okay?
Right.
So let's remember that. That happened. And then I think something had happened to her. Yeah, I think it was with the whole Georgie storyline, like her daughter, like Maxie, whatever.
Yes.
There was a whole other storyline where there's scenes where she expresses regret to Carly for feeling like she knew what was best for Michael at that time. Because not only did he go to jail, but when he got out of jail, he was kind of put in their custody, or like he stayed with Dante and Lulu, basically. So you ran up to Michael at the restaurant, got an alibi. I was like, dude,
Very subtle.
like he went to jail. Like we all know what happened and the trauma with that. And now you're gonna walk up to your own relative
Your
after,
brother-in-law.
yeah, brother-in-law to point, your cousin and whatever, like all family, and you were happy about it. Like, were you actually gonna write a story that could potentially put Michael in jail or
Yeah.
get Michael into legal trouble? Like, I mean, Delulu is the right word. Like even her busting in at the end of the week. Like this is what I love about Portia. Like I feel two ways about her. You know, I didn't necessarily like her when it came to the whole Curtis thing and her choices, but it became so nuanced. Like I really do think that maybe they are listening to us because I love the way that they've been portraying some Curtis stuff. Like they've actually been calling out a lot of his rigidity, a lot of his qualities. And I like that Portia is this mirror to him. You know, she's finally
Yeah.
standing up for herself, which actually means standing up to Curtis and reflecting things about him that he wouldn't hear from like anybody else. And so I'm loving that part. So I'm finding
course.
that really interesting. Loving Portia and loving like her attitude and just sort of standing up for things. And I just like watching her today with Lulu. It was so satisfying because even though she didn't say or do too much,
Yeah.
you could see the annoyance, the frustration on her face and like disapproval of Lulu. And it was so satisfying. Like you're chasing a story, but you happen to walk into a doctor's office who said it was an appointment.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, if two people are talking and, you know, you're interrupting, obviously, no, it wasn't a real appointment, but still.
She doesn't know that.
You come in, you see two people talking, you were told there's an appointment. Why are you still standing there?
I don't
Get
know.
out.
Like, that's what I mean. Like, I'm
Get
just
the hospital.
out of the storyline.
Just out.
Out of the scenes.
Get out.
No, like it's bad. And I'm watching her wander around, and there's part of me that's kind of satisfied with how many people are more annoyed. Like even
Yeah.
Elizabeth was talking to Willow, being like, I know Lulu can be aggressive when she's chasing a story.
Yeah.
Even her interaction with Willow, if you're writing a story and your whole deal is, Martin, I need you on the record, even though he's not going to do that. She's like, it's okay. Let's talk off the record. Why?
Yeah, there's no point. Like, it's just a useless conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I wanted to add where when she's in this like mode, and she was kind of obviously she did this with Brooklyn as well when she was digging
Yeah.
in for Gio's real parents and all that stuff. She doesn't care about who gets hurt.
No.
Even way back when Nathan was there, she did that whole story that got him killed. And I think you're going down that path again where whatever the end result is here, someone might probably get hurt again, even though Drew got shot. Someone else might get hurt again in a way because of Lulu.
Yeah, like I just can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I just can't. Like I mean, look, I'm grateful she's not obsessing over Brooklyn right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, poor Chase. He goes home and like he basically lives with all the suspects.
Uh-huh. That's
And then he's trying to talk to his wife and she's like, I lost my phone. And he was like, stop it. Stop it.
All the ways you can confuse your cop husband.
But were you shocked? Like, because like Tracy showed up and I was worried, like, are they going to think she did it? But like, they basically just questioned her. And then they seemed okay with like letting her go to the police station. And it looked like they were like, okay, she's just giving a statement, nothing more. And I love the whole she gave her clothes because I'm like, oh, that's true. There's going to be like no ballistics on her stuff, like no gun residue. But like she was strange. Like when she went home, I saw her staring at Michael and I thought maybe she was simply just in her mind expecting him. Were you shocked when they were alone and she revealed what she saw?
Yeah, it was shocking. I guess we'll have to wait and see as to why Michael might have been there. He obviously didn't explain anything. I don't think he wanted to say anything about it, but she didn't really give him a chance.
Well, they both know how to not incriminate themselves.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm probably going to find out next week what kind of a stroll took him down that path. But I also feel like the woman at the bar or even him paying for the drinks is kind of his alibi. I don't think he needs someone per se to say anything.
This is what I'm trying to understand. Tracy warns him and says, go get yourself an alibi.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh no. But then he actually goes somewhere real. And you're like, okay. So at first I'm like, is he going to go pay someone? But then he basically was there.
Yeah.
But what I find confusing is the guy he speaks to asking about the woman, in the flashback when we see that he really was talking to a woman, the same bartender's in the background. So part of me is like, I am not following. Why would you need her specific info? Like, I get it. It helps boost your profile. But does it that your alibi is the woman in the freaking shots?
No. Really.
It makes him look even more suspicious that that's who he's with the night that this happens. But for me, I'm like, but the bartender's there.
Exactly.
He knows you were there. He knows you were talking to this woman. So the only other thing I can think of is that the timing of the shooting was later than that and that maybe they hooked up after.
Possibly.
Because otherwise it makes zero sense because it's like you're at the restaurant, like you pointed out, he has his credit card statement and they must have cameras.
Yeah, for sure. I think, it looks like a fancy place.
They do have cameras.
Sure have
they do have cameras because when Drew was like reported his drugging, Max said, would you like us to pull the cameras? And he said no.
Yeah.
So that's confusing. Are you shocked she came back for money?
I'm not shocked she came back for money, but who's going to be paying her and for what?
Nina! Because that's the thing, like when they paid this girl to do this, they said you have to leave, we're giving you this amount of money. And they didn't pay her a ton. And I was like, why is this girl not negotiating for more money? It was a low sum.
It was a week. You have a week's worth of money. $5,000.
Yeah, it was a really low
week's
sum.
worth of money.
She takes it, and I kept thinking, what stops her? Like, you just handed her over leverage. Like, what stops her from, like, coming back? Like, you don't have anything on her, sort of. But I am enjoying Nina and Portia and the situation they're in. Like, I love watching everyone's, like, anxiety in dealing with this. Like, people working together. My favorite combo working together.
Who's your favorite combo?
Ava, Christina, Alexis. Isn't it funny?
Quite the threesome.
You sound like Melanie now. So she hides until she hears murder. Who's murdered? And it's like, how do you? And that's the thing. It makes sense. Dante's like, are you bothering her? Like they have a terrible relationship. How does it make sense? Like we have business. What business?
Yeah. You pushed her out a window and now you're best friends.
She did not push her out a window.
Right. She tripped and nudged her out a window. Best friends.
Christina tripped and yanked her hand away at such a velocity that no other human could have.
I mean, I would give her an 8.7 on that dive, though.
No, we can't do that. No, we're not gonna do that. So I have to say that, like, okay, look, listen to what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give an early gold star. We give out gold stars, you know this. But I am gonna give out an early gold star to like Ava, just for the shenanigans, but also just being all happy. Good job, Alexis. So you did it. Do you have champagne? Like just completely oblivious to the fact that she doesn't drink.
You guys go work on an alibi for us.
I know. And it's the thing is, like, when I get it, to them, they're like, but why wouldn't you just say, like, you were with us? But my argument that I had told you was, if she does get pulled in, doesn't it make sense? She was arrested falsely, right? She went to jail because they didn't handle stuff properly. So it wouldn't not make sense to make sure you have a lawyer the whole step of the way and not necessarily trust the system.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's also something that I hope gets referenced if she does get pulled in, and I hope we get to see like her questioning. But there was something that came up in my mind when we said that. Something I must remember.
You didn't write it down?
I write a lot of things down, and then half the time I don't read.
Excellent.
Most of it. Sometimes we just start talking and we get into stuff, but I don't remember now. But now everything is Christina's fault again for having fought with Willow. And
Oh,
now Molly's blaming her because you made a mistake and we didn't know that this would happen. Not fair,
right.
though.
No.
It's just she has a lot of bad luck. That's how I see Christina.
Who would have thought Drew would have given her custodial rights?
How are you going to keep them? Your own kids get taken from you, but you're like, take care of this one. None of it makes sense. And hopefully they get to argue that in front of a judge like Molly says. But yes, we did know. Because remember when he was like, let's give each other's kids.
Oh,
If
yeah.
one of us is incapacitated. I'm
That's
like, well, now someone's going to be incapacitated. But we thought it was going to be Willow.
Oh,
But
the
it was-
foreshadowing.
The foreshadowing. Yeah.
One of you is going to get shot.
Pretty much. So about the shooting, okay, how can we forget to talk about Kai?
Yeah.
Kai.
With his 180. You got Kai right here.
Yes, I have notes on Kai. But just the fact that, like, yes, he did do a 180. He learned what a secret is.
Love that. Touch. Touch everything in this house. And I fondled his bat.
Stop! I don't think you can say fondle.
You can say fondle. There's
Stop,
nothing wrong
stop.
with that word.
I swear, if we broke into someone's house and you said, okay, someone's coming, let's just stand in the middle of a bedroom, I would be like, what?
Yeah.
This is not helpful.
Yeah.
They didn't hide. They didn't go in a closet. They just went in a room and stood there and were waiting for someone to come and find them. And then he touches everything. She touches everything. And then I'm thinking, like, this can't be real. And then at some point I'm thinking, is he going to realize, like, fingerprints? He does, but just at the door. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
This is the only area they're going to test for DNA.
That's how crime works.
That is okay.
Well, Brennan took a shot at Anna and said, like, you have all these cases. And he made some kind of crack about, like, could she solve things?
Yeah. Well, we know she's a terrible cop.
She's a PCPD cop, right?
Yeah.
She's not designed to solve a case. Do you think Jocelyn and Vaughn are?
No.
Yeah.
At all. At all.
Do you love Britt's reaction to her being an agent?
I love Britt walking into the room and then walking out of the room. That was funny.
Yeah.
But nope, I don't want any part of the smoke. I'm out.
But she was able to reach Jason.
Yes.
And he came back.
He did. Threw a remote controller at Vanessa's head.
So not only does he wear his pajamas, he's so shady. He's not good at welcoming the guests, I don't think.
No, the Venom assassin.
Yeah. So much blue.
It was a lot of blue.
Do you think Britt's in the
And
lab?
a little bit of red.
What? Poppies?
He got shot.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's all right. Just like in real life.
It's been a long night, people.
No, it's not. We're going to
It
keep this
won't.
brief.
It won't.
We're going to keep this brief. So, do you think she's in the lab?
I don't know what he was staring at.
This is so good.
Maybe she was chained to the desk or something. He had just such a weird expression.
But
on
she
his
walks
face.
around. Oh, but it's true. She got caught for like bad
she
stuff.
got caught. I don't think they're gonna do anything. They still need her brain, right? So maybe she was just chained to the desk and be like, "You work
I don't know.
more than 8 hours a day."
He didn't seem he didn't seem shocked. He didn't. Yeah.
No, it was just a weird expression. Like maybe it was someone he knew that wasn't Brent. I don't know.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Who else is freaking there? Okay, what did you think about Danny and Rocco and finding the body and how they handled it?
I mean, he should have called Dante.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Whose side are you on?
Your dad's a cop. Call your dad. I understand that Danny has a lot of influence over Rocco, but I mean, like
But
Dante
Sonny's not-
also, you also live with Dante. You know, I understand Sonny is both your grandparents, or no, not really Danny's, but you know, Sonny is.
But
important.
Jason gave that, something
Right.
shady happens
Right,
because
right.
the cops we know don't always get it right. But you have to think, yes, Danny does have influence over Rocco, but it's still, you're calling his grandfather. What are you going to say? No, don't call my granddad. You know what I mean? So I could see how Rocco would go along with that.
Yeah. On a side note, do you think Danny could have shot Drew?
No, because he was with the dead body.
They were there when Drew was at home getting shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
What were they?
I don't know. I don't think they were, but you would know better than me.
I think they were with the dead body.
Um,
Oh, no. Wait, Drew is shot and then Scout's missing.
Yeah.
Oh, no, no, no. I
Oh,
really
no.
hope Danny wouldn't
Cody?
cross that line.
Cody?
Oh, right.
It's
She's with
Cody.
Cody. No, no, no. I think the boys are covered with their alibi. But I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want that for Danny.
No,
Like
yeah.
Michael went through that, right? The moment he crossed that
Right.
line, his life was like pretty rough.
I don't think he did it, but I think they would, or at least he would still be a suspect in a way, because his sister is
No,
obviously,
no, no. Like I hope that he gets
yeah,
to be a kid a little while longer.
yeah,
Okay, so let me ask you, like Carly's obviously dating Brennan, but I don't know. This is my opinion. I'm curious of yours. You've watched on and off. But what's with the whiny Carly? Oh, Brennan, Drew lied to me once. Are you? Like, what is that?
I don't know. It's obviously not the Carly we're used to, where she's kind of following, or kind of being obsessed with this man here. She always kind of operated to the beat of her own drum, so
Mostly.
it's 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 different. I guess she likes him and is worried of it ending, you know?
Well, I mean, it's the first, like, to let somebody in your life outside, I guess, that circle. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I don't know, but it's like obviously part of it could just simply be amping up the storyline, right? Because of the Jocelyn factor
yeah.
and amplifying the fact that, like, I don't want to be lied to.
I know, but that's the thing too, is when she finds out, if she finds out that Joss is a WSB agent,
Yeah.
I think then you're gonna see like the full wrath of Carly
Oh,
and Brennan, and the Carly that we're probably more used to will definitely come back.
but this is what I'm wondering. Like, I mean, you're going out of your way to bring back Brit. You
Yeah,
went out of your way to talk about how Jason doesn't have a love interest. He has nobody in his life. Like Sasha did that on that plane with him. I think, obviously, from the way that they're showing it and all the flashbacks they have of each other, that the whole point is Jason is reconnecting with Brit.
yeah, for sure.
However, they might be reconnecting. And remember, part of their, I don't know if you want to call it a breakup, but why they couldn't be and pursue this avenue, like she points out 1,000 times, because of Carly.
Yes,
And I mean, it wasn't necessarily just because you're running to Carly, like they legit got married. That's very, very different
right.
than like all other situations, like when Jax was dating Nina and he kept running to Carly. It's very different. Like he married her. But now they're reconnecting on the heels of everything that's about to blow up with Brennan.
Yes.
And like, what do you think that
Yeah.
means for that, like, trio, right? Because you
Yeah.
have the Brit, the Jason, you have Carly that's gonna be betrayed. How do you think Jason is gonna react?
I think, there's always a possibility there. I also
Possibility of what?
of Jason trying to save Carly from Brennan and then falling back in love with her.
But do you think that? I mean, look, I've watched for a long time and we thought they would have a moment. We
Yeah.
thought that they would have a moment when he came back and then they literally kept Jason on ice with
Yeah.
with this whole bizarre Anna stuff.
I just think it's a possibility. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Jason is going to, depending on how long Britt is in the picture, I think he's there to rescue Britt and to start something with her. So even though, this whole thing with Brennan is gonna blow up in Carly's face, I think Jason's gonna come in and try to help her in that situation, but it's not something that's going to bring him back to her fully, I
But
guess,
it's definitely gonna trigger Brit.
I think so. Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be a roadblock for them.
It will throw a wrench in their plans for sure.
Like, as much as I wanted the Jason Carly thing to happen, I think at some point there were signs of it,
Yeah.
like, years ago that they could go that avenue, but as much as I want that, like, I don't think that that's the story they're telling, but I do think there's, like, a possibility, but, like, I think it's in the flashbacks. Like,
Mhm.
Jason is having flashbacks and it's being brought up, this idea of, like, Carly and it's his family, and I do think he'll choose her every time in terms of protecting her or being there for her,
Yeah.
but I guess I kinda wonder there was something about the flashbacks that made me wonder, are we reinventing or not reinventing, but are we rejigging his relationship with Carly? Like, is this relationship gonna
Yeah.
be the one where, because I mean, Carly's been pretty independent, right? It's not like
Yeah.
in the past where it was very, like, in each other's lives. Like, they really do have separate stories. Like, we don't really necessarily get a lot of Jason Carly scenes. She's not necessarily in many shenanigans. It's really not like before. So I guess I'm kind
No,
of
it's
wondering if they're
not.
gonna adjust their relationship.
I don't think, I think the ship has sailed in terms of them being, I just don't see that happening anymore. I think For Jason, it's either, doing this espionage stuff, or, he wants to get out of this world also. And maybe it's going to be him and Britt going off
Into the
into the
sunset.
sunset, being out of this life, right? With
Yeah.
Danny.
No, leave Danny.
What do you
Leave
mean?
Danny. He's like the next generation of like all of this stuff.
He's a Quartermain heir, right?
Yeah, Quartermain and well, he's Sam's. So Quartermain, the Davis ladies. Like they don't include him in that. So Scout, do you think she'll wind up at Alexis's house?
I mean, I feel like she might just be in the Quartermain house at some point.
Well, so not with Alexis.
No, maybe Tracy will have the means to kind of bring her to the Quartermain house.
Yes, because she actually did go to him to advocate for Scout.
Yeah. Yes, she did.
So do you think Willow's going to have her for a little, at least?
Well, yeah, until all this is, I guess, handled properly in the court of law. There will be, this period of time where they're going to be living with, what's her face? I always forget her name.
Who? Oh, Elizabeth?
Elizabeth, yeah.
There's not more to that sentence?
No.
Okay.
Is it?
So one of the last, I think this is the last thing.
Yeah.
What about Portia? How do you feel about Portia and her enthusiasm, or how helpful she was in terms of offering to scrub in on Drew?
I mean, I initially thought she was going in there to really botch the surgery for sure.
I think she was looking for opportunities.
Yeah. This is my chance to finally end this guy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna miss it. But I think her so what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Code of ethics.
Oh,
what do you call
like
it?
her Hippocratic
Her
oath.
Hippocratic oath.
Yeah.
That's exactly the word I'm looking for. Her hypocrisy oath.
Maybe she is
it
cool.
kicked in, right? It kicked in. He's like, okay, I guess I have to save
Do
this
you
guy's
think
life.
do you think it kicked in or it accidentally kicked in?
No, I don't think it was accidental. I think it was, she went in there for sure. Of course, when someone has this insane blackmail over you, this insane leverage over you, of course you're gonna be going in there with the thought of, I need to end this guy now. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna finish. Sorry.
Or maybe just
I'm gonna finish the job here. But I think, she made a point of saying, I'm a doctor, I can't do that. She said that to Drew, and she wanted him to
yeah.
get those results. So I think it came to a point where, okay, I have to save this guy. I can't put my career on the line again to kind of get my revenge or make sure he doesn't.
I think Portia's a passionate person, and I'm not sure she's got like a lesson learner. I think ultimately she might have wanted to be close to the situation to see what was happening.
Right.
And I think she hoped naturally he wouldn't make it. But yeah,
for
like
sure. For sure.
I think she was seeing, but yes, she wasn't going to cross that line. But I also think it's insane that Willow looks at her. How is everything? It's like the woman that he blackmailed did the surgery and no alarm bells going. Again, we know the alarm bells aren't activated. Like at all, completely deactivated. Deactivated?
There is nothing in that head right now.
Chirping?
Not even chirping.
Yes, because I have a story that I'm going to post about the chirping.
Yes.
So it's a reference. I'm referencing.
The chirping.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm foreshadowing. I'm foreshadowing my post.
The chirp post.
Okay, so Mel does this thing where she says, we covered all the things and we did all this stuff. Wait, hold on. We've covered all the things. Wait, I never say
I'm just a producer.
I never say it. So something of the sort. Gold stars.
My gold star goes to the gun.
What? Come on, give it to the person holding it.
No, just the gun.
Okay.
They have...
No. Okay. Do you have the stars to give to people?
I think I would like to give a star to. I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to handle this where I'm going to give stars to a lot of people, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to give stars to everybody, how they acted so funny and exaggerated because of this whole whodunit, okay? So Trina and Kai just handling Stella burning of the paper, which, by the way, why can't she, like, wink, hint at her parents? I got you. Don't worry about this blackmail.
I'm shocked that it has not happened yet. It's just
too much.
Like, it's getting to a point where it's going on for so long that probably both Curtis and Portia are going to do something stupid because they think it's still out there.
Oh, Curtis is over it. He's like, I've got a new wife now.
Let's scratch Curtis. Curtis isn't dead.
She's like, I have a new old wife.
I'm back with my ex-wife.
He can never tell the difference. Okay, so gold star to Nina.
Yeah.
Nina and Portia. And to Nina in the context of Willow, because I don't want to give Willow a star, so I'm going to give a context to like Nina. I have to give one to Anna because it's funny. Like she's basically hosting the whodunit.
Yeah.
You know, with Chase and going through things. I am not giving a star to Chase because I can't understand where his head is at. Because she's like, should you? Right, because she said, should you recuse yourself because you were married to Willow? I'm like, he should recuse himself because he slept with her sister while she was being investigated.
Yeah. And
he's not good.
There's also family in that regard.
Yeah,
reason,
like,
you know?
Well, that, yeah, I mean, that would
I
make
do
sense.
have a gold star.
Okay, you sound like me when I'm doing this.
Alexis.
Yes, Alexis.
For kidnapping and for coming up with alibis and for really
plotting.
Just driving. A lot of the plotting, yeah.
Oh,
amazing plotting.
Dante was so Anna this week. He was like, just tell me, just talk to me. And I was like, don't beg. Like, do your job and just please don't. But gold star to like Alexis, Christina, Ava, loving that combo. I feel like more people should get a gold star. Not Carly, she whined, but she got an alibi. Gold star to the Brennan catching Colette.
Oh, yeah, that was good. That was good.
Gold star to Jason, obviously.
Yeah, I think so. Just for making use of a remote controller as a weapon.
Yeah, he could have threw it harder. I mean, it did the job because that's what was choreographed, but I feel like
he nailed it right in his good eye.
So I'm going to give my #1 gold star to Tracy for finding body. And for having a moment of compassion, because she told Brooklyn, she's like, I actually felt compassion. And remember who he was before all of this.
Yes, yeah. Before he turned into Lucifer.
Yes. Which, by the way, it was of like somebody who follows us commented that name. I did not invent it. I just happened to love it. Lucifer.
Yeah.
Love it. Then Mel would ask, like, what's your cutie pie moment? But I don't know what's cute about a whodunit.
What's your cutie pie moment?
I don't know. What was cute this week?
I don't know, Danny.
Finding a body? No. No, I know you think the kids is like an easy cutie pie moment. Cutie pie moment would be, I just think, I'm going to go with Nina and Portia. Just, I like how they're, or we can give, I can't go give a cutie pie moment to like Isaiah and Portia because that would be weird.
That was weird.
You're like, look, this is a kid's coloring book.
Yeah.
No, but I like Portia and Nina. So on that note, you can go check out the Cutie Pie coloring book on, this is where Mel reminds
Amazon.
me. Yes, she reminds me of stuff like that. We have an Instagram page at Cutie Pie Coloring. I've memorized the name. So yeah, go out and check out coloring book.
And get your coloring on.
Yes, and as for this, don't listen.
Don't listen.
High five.
Or do. This was fun. See you next time.
No. Well, I mean, I don't know, but Mel, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We'll continue to hang out.
This is what love is.
Oh, no.
No?
Then we say, because like it's like a pretend phone call, like when I do it with Mel. It is a real phone call. So like we have to then go bye because we're hanging up. But
Do you want to kiss now?
Oh, gross. Can you just say bye? Bye.